Look what the cats dragged in this time! Wow, we have Hot Toys Endgame War Machine. The package design for die cast is simple, slipping the styrofoam box into the graphic case. Practical. You have the portrait of War Machine gracing the cover, like all Endgame series. This set is quite simple. You got the basic figure, extra helmet, hand shapes in a styrofoam box, following by the base stand with batteries on the bottom tray. Just like in the movie, not a lot of extra gadgets. They have included an extra helmet with Rhodey's face this time. Well, it's recycled from Mark IV, minus the digital camouflage. Still a decent portrait of Don Cheadle. If you look at the side closer, you can see the digital camouflage from Mark IV, so it's all the same. I found the Mark VI armor interesting, and it's like they went back to the roots and updated on the Mark III bodysuit concept. Also, notice the back with the upside down triangular shape, shaped just like a bodybuilder, so he definitely has some good size to it. You also get the usual metallic paint scheme with the military logos and those battle damage scratches. Overall, I like this suit quite a lot. Also note his hip covers are two different colors by design. Just go check the movie. We can check under the hood to see the machine, and kudos to Hot Toys for adding the small red lights on his chest and forearms. However, the arm-shoulder gap is still there. Let me show you my quick and dirty way to remove the covers for better installation, and hopefully save you guys some time and trouble. For the back cover, I use a cloth and then use a small flathead screwdriver to wedge into that tiny opening. Once in, turn, and the cover can be easily removed. Let me try it over there. Squeeze it in, wedge it in a little bit. Okay, there you go. Now it's removed, no need to scratches. The cover for helmets is on the top. Simple enough. For the forearm, look for the raised edge. Look for it, right there. You see that? Look for that. And then you just give it a solid push. The clip-on should be tight as first. Afraid not a lot of accessories. You have your hexagon base stand with the Endgame graphics as usual. You can see the capital A for Avengers, the title of the movie, Endgame, War Machine's logo, and his name up front. This time it comes with a dynamic snake pose for you to create different flying position. Okay. Besides the light up helmet, you also get another one. This one with the face of Rhodey inside. So you can remove the faceplate. It's by magnet. You see? Some details inside. Okay. You can also attach it to the top by magnet. And then drop the jaw to better show off his face. Okay. Then you have the shoulder cannon, an updated design. Basically it's a black machine gun, not much. It kind of reminds me of the one from Predator though. So basically you just pull it onto his back and then you lift and turn and that's it. Let me try that. You lift it up and you swivel a little bit, and there you go. Okay. Then we have the usual hand shapes to recycle. Basically the same as last time. You got the repulsifying palm, the articulate fingers, and the closed fist. That's it, nothing new. Although he is not the biggest, but he is quite articulated. The standard head and neck joint. Okay, up, down, left, right. Put down his neck. You can pull out his extendable waist for better range of articulation. You can turn right, left, bend forward, and bend backward. Decent. Let me put it back. Then you have the same shoulder mechanics. You just push it forward to have your hands lean forward. Spring-loaded shoulder guard. Okay, pretty decent range of motion. And then double elbow joint. The wrist pivot. Standard. For the legs, you can also pull down to extend the leg. Just give me one solid push. Pull. There you go. You can see one drop down. Then you open the flaps or the cover for the hip. That way it gives you a better range of motion. Just be careful that you don't scratch the paint when you try to reach up on that. For the knee, they have excellent metal ratchet joints for the knees, with crisps down like a dew point lighter. I really like it. Besides the toe, you also get ankle articulation and pivot, and there's a lot of covering by his ankle, so you just work around it to prevent scratches. However, I wish they also use ratchet joint for the ankle, as my War Machine has a tendency to tip over from the heavy weight of the figure. Maybe the screw for this ankle was not tightened enough. However, I cannot tighten it myself with the cover in the way. I might to bring to secret base for replacement later. I've been a fan of War Machine since the comics, thus am quite happy with my collection, minus War Machine Lite, that was called Mark II. As I felt Marvel was lazy and just changed the paint job and added a shoulder cannon on Mark 42 and called it a day. Also notice how War Machine jumped from Mark 4 to Mark 6 and you never see the Mark 5 because it never appeared in the movie, so you might not see it as well. I've always liked Mark 1 for it feels like a classic armor tank. He is the shortest of them all and not the easiest to pose. But he does have some nice toys with his Vulcan cannon, forearm machine guns, plus who can forget the ex-wife. However, his color seems more flat than metallic by comparison. Okay, I gave up on Mark II as he is just too skinny to be called War Machine. Thus, they changed it up for Mark III and he feels like a motorized tank with his round edges, bigger and better. Also, more like a bodysuit that someone can actually wear. Still, tons of gadgets to play with, updated arsenals. His paint applications look more metallic this time, with various battles damaged scratches plus military logos. And his kill streak markers. This one is probably my favorite. Then, Mark IV feels like a monster truck. Marvel goes ape on this one with his arsenals, and added even more gadgets. Definitely the most toys to play with, but myself I find it too cluttered for my taste. Besides the metallic paint and battle damage scratches, they also use digital camouflage this time, thus differentiate from other War Machines. I can understand why some people like this version and some people don't. He does not have all the bells and whistles like Mark IV, because he didn't have those in the movie. He might not be as huge as Mark IV, but it still has decent size and weight. Okay, on to things I like. Kudos to Hot Toys for adding the functional red lights instead of the paint-on. That way, people won't need to customize to edit themselves. I also like the back to basic update on the mod-free bodysuit concept, keeping it nice and clean. Now on to things for improvement. One of my ankle joints is soft, thus difficult to stand on its own without tipping over. I wish they incorporate gear ratchet joint in the future for better stability. Also, wish Hot Toys can invent their die-cast mechanics, as they have been using the similar design for the 31st time. Maybe time for a breakthrough? So, until Hot Toys release the next Endgame figures, that's all folks.